we are going to discuss about applications of electronics that is normally used in domestic and consumer applications nowadays. So, which of the following refrigerant is widely used in domestic refrigeration? So, whenever we consider any refrigeration process to be done, the refrigerant what we normally use is the ammonia. So, this is the element which is used for refrigeration. So, the answer is ammonia. In a refrigerator, the lowest temperature which occurs. So, in a refrigerator, normally the lowest temperature occurs at the evaporator. So, this is the element where the temperature is very low compared to the compressor and the condensers. So, it's evaporator. And the capacity of any air conditioner or a refrigerator is expressed in normally it is in liters, but in general we express it in terms of tons. Okay, so these are the power measurement units: watt, kilowatt hour, HP, horsepower. So tons is nothing but it is the amount of space or the capacity of a conditioner. So in liters or tons it is expressed. So it is tons. Then which part of the washing machine actually performs the cleaning operation of the clothes? So normally when we go with tub, it is used to collect the clothes along with the water and the detergent. Drain is normally used for draining out the cleaned water, wastewater, what we get after cleaning the clothes. And timer is normally used to set a particular time for washing and draining of clothes. And this agitator is a unit which helps us to perform a washing process in the washing machine. Then, which part of the microwave oven generates a microwave? So normally when we use a microwave oven, we come across a magnetron element. So that is used to generate a microwave with which the heating process in a microwave oven happens. So that is the magnetron. So in microwave oven, the microwaves have a special property that they are observed by. So they are observed by all of this, whether it is water, fat, sugar, whatever is considered here. So all of the above. So that will be the answer for this. Then, which of the following heating methods is generally used in microwave oven? So heating methods are employed in the microwave oven. So direct resistance heating, then indirect resistance heating, dielectric heating, and arc heating. Here we are going to use a dielectric heating process. So this is the heating method which is employed in the microwave oven. Set of parallel printed lines with a different thickness of black and white characters. Okay, so normally when we go with the black and white characters which are used on any products, so that is a barcode what we normally see, and it is termed as a barcode which has got white and black lines. Normally we see in any product when we go for any shopping in the mall. Mm. QR is a quick response code that is widely used in consumer marketing nowadays, on which the following places can such a code be placed. So QR code can be placed in all the products here, either newspaper, t-shirts, carry bags. So that is the QR code, quick response code is. So this is what we considered. Then what we have is this is done. So device used to print a graphical output such as graphs and designs by a computer on paper is nothing but a plotter. So this is what I used to print any graphical output on paper. So dot matrix printers are examples of a line printer, off-band printer, character printer, or an ink printer. So normally when we go with dot matrix, it is a printer of printing characters. Then printer in which printing head and paper are forced together to form letters. So that is normally a laser printer. You don't have any other impact printer, beam printer, or non-impact printer. So laser printer is a printer which is normally used in this process. So that is what we have here. Then printer in which the output is printed by the use of light beam and particles of ink infused on a paper is best classified. So this is normally a laser printer. So this is a printer what we normally use in printing all the documents nowadays. So computer which is a computer device which is capable to capture an image of any type including the solid objects is nothing but a webcam. So that is what we see in a computer device which can capture any image, which can also capture some objects. Then computer device which detects each spot of an image on a paper. So that is nothing but a scanner. When we consider any scanning of a document, we just look into the image which is from a paper captured by the device. And scanner incorporates a special sort of camera which is made up of either a sensor, chip, laser light, or charge coupled device. Normally, a scanner uses CCD, that is charge coupled devices, which are meant to be used nowadays. So that is the CCD. Then the solid state switch, known as a thyristor, is employed in battery coil ignition system, magneto ignition system, electronic ignition system, or a capacitive discharge ignition system. Normally, a switch in a thyristor is normally used for a capacitive discharge ignition process. So this is what we consider. Then the following are the advantages of electronic ignition system. So, so here if I consider it produces maximum output voltage, yeah, obviously it produces maximum output voltage. It has got better starting with a cold engine, less possibility of arcing at a spark plug. So all these conditions are met. So that is the advantage of electronic ignition system over a previous ignition system which was just a conventional system developed. So all of these are advantages. All of the above will be the answer for this. Then the function of ABS or anti-lock braking system, which are normally used in all the vehicles nowadays, new vehicles, it should reduce stopping distance. No, that is not possible when we go with ABS. Minimize the brake fade. No, it is related to wear and tear issue. Maintains directional control during braking by preventing the wheels from locking. Okay, so this is what happens. It will not change the direction. So directional control is a major part when sudden braking happens in a vehicle during the movement. So this is maintaining a directional control during the braking so that the locks are prevented from wheels are prevented from locking. So that prevents nose dives during braking and thereby postponing locking of wheels. No, okay. So this is it is to maintain a directional control. So that is for ABS. Yeah. What kind of gas inflates an airbag? So normally it's a nitrogen gas which is filled in an airbag, so that whenever any accident occurs, the airbag will be opened so that the nitrogen gas in the airbag is used for protection. So that is the gas which is filled in the airbag is nitrogen. Next is a GPS is based on a principle called as trilateration. So this is normally we consider it is a global positioning service or global positioning system what we normally use to track any vehicle or track any device. Okay, so that is used in trilateration process. What principle? Then trilateration of global positioning devices means using three distances. So that is what we normally use in the trilateration process. So it is GPS means three distances which are used under tri. So tri means three. So that is what we use, three distances. Then, which of the following microphones is used as a transmitter in telephone equipment? So this is normally a carbon microphone which was used earlier. in a headset or a handset, what we normally call in a transmitter of a telephone equipment. So we normally use it as a receiver as well. So that is using carbon microphone. So that is what we have as a microphone material. Then in ribbon microphone, the diaphragm is made up of normally aluminum foil. So it is a corrugated aluminum foil. So in microphone, the diaphragm is made up of normally an aluminum. So which of the following microphones works on the principle of electromagnetic induction? So that is very important. By using a concept of electromagnetic induction, carbon microphone never works on it. Crystal, no. Cordless, no. So other thing is dynamic moving coil microphone. So whenever there is a movement, that is movement generated due to the EMF or electromagnetic force generated during the electromagnetic induction process in a microphone. So that is we use in a telephone equipment. So the frequency response of a ribbon microphone is normally between 50 hertz to 10 kilohertz. This is the range of a microphone. So crystal microphone is based on piezoelectric property. So we know that crystal is nothing but a piezoelectric crystal. So that is whatever microphone which is manufactured using crystal microphone, that obviously is dependent on the piezoelectric property of the crystal. Then loudspeaker works on the principle of motor. So then impedance of the loudspeaker is of the order of normally ohms. So impedance of the speaker is measured in terms of ohms. So it is very lesser. Then which of the following speaker is the simplest of all? So horn loudspeaker is a complex one. Coaxial loudspeaker, and coming to dynamic loudspeaker, it is the simplest loudspeaker what we normally come across. So low frequency speakers are classified as woofers. So high frequency are nothing but a tweeter. So normally these woofers and tweeters are used in cars nowadays, so that the music can be enjoyed with low frequency and high frequency as well, using woofers and tweeters. Then a primary color differs from its complementary color by a phase angle of 180 degree. So that is normally what we see with the primary and secondary colors, which are used in any CRT or any color mixing process. So which of the following are secondary colors? So whenever we go with the primary colors and secondary colors, we have three colors which are mentioned as primary and secondary. So green, blue and red, they are not secondary colors. White and black, not, yes, they are secondary colors. And gray, black and white, yes. All colors except green, blue and red, yes. Obviously RBG, that is what we consider RGB colors. So they are primary colors in fact. So the remaining colors are the secondary colors. The three primary colors, as I already told you regarding that, RGB, that is red, blue and green. So that is a color combination used for any primary colors. Then Y signals are also called as either prominent signals or luminance signals. So these are the signals which are used in CRT or a television system. So Y signal is a luminance signal, what is used in the television system. Then what we have is compatible operation, means that television sound can be reproduced on an FM receiver, television sound can be reproduced on an AM receiver, TV color broadcast can be accepted by a black and white receiver, and black and white TV broadcast can be accepted by a color receiver. Obviously this third one is the compatible operation which can be performed in a television set. So TV color broadcast can be reproduced in color by black and white. No, it is not possible. So C is the answer for this. Frequency of color burst is 4.43 megahertz. So this is the frequency of a color which is normally used. So 4.3, 4.43 megahertz. Then color intensity control operates on the basis of varying the phase of this subcarrier oscillator output voltage, or phase of the chroma signal output voltage, or amplitude of the chroma signal, or amplitude of the color. So this is chroma signal. What we normally consider the intensity is dependent on the amplitude of this chroma signal. So that is normally what we consider as a chrominance signal. So the amplitude of that decides the intensity of the color which operated. So hue control operates on the basis of varying the phase of subcarrier oscillator output voltage. So this is a known thing. Phase of the subcarrier oscillator output voltage is the controlling of hue and saturation we come across when we go with any television system or a CRT. So hue control operates on the basis of variation or varying this phase of the subcarrier. So rest cannot be considered. Then which of the following signals is not transmitted in a color television? So normally, if I go with the Y, Q and I, Q and I are the elements which are used in video compression standards. So I frame and Q frames used in television or video standards, video compression standards, whereas Y is also used as a part of the signal. R cannot be used anywhere, so it is not transmitted in a color television. So that is R. Then aspect ratio with reference to television. So normally when I go with aspect ratio, it is reference to width and height. So raster width to raster height will give us the aspect ratio. Normally it is 4:3, 16:9, etc. So that is the aspect ratio giving the width of the screen to the height of the screen. Then the scanning technique used in the television system to reduce the flicker effect. So normally in a television system they may use two types of scanning. One is interlaced scanning, one is progressive scanning. So that depends on the device what we are using. So here if I go with the television system, it uses interlaced scanning. Then another name for horizontal retrace is nothing but a flyback. So trace and retrace is a set of lines which are traced in a television system. So the retracing process is nothing but a flyback. So the color bus signals are used for synchronizing process. So that is what we use in a system. Next, a dash is a filter in a transmitter, TV transmitter, that allows both video and AM signals to feed in the same antenna. That is a diplexer. So di is nothing but a 2. Di means 2. It is used both for the transmission as well as reception of a signal into the same antenna. So it is a diplexer. Then a television transmitter actually transmits two signals at once. They are an amplitude modulated video signal and frequency modulated audio signal. Obviously, AM is always a video signal and FM is always an audio signal. So that is what is used in a television transmitter device. Then LCD or liquid crystals are usually composed of the rod-like molecules. So that is used to create any LCD or liquid crystals. Then electric current produces plasma and light when passed through a neon gas. So that is known. Sulfur and hydrogen and oxygen cannot be used in an electric current production from plasma and light. So that is using the neon gas. Then applications such as robotics, expert system, pattern recognition, etc. are normally AI, that is artificial intelligence software. So it is nowadays used based on which several courses are also offered, that is artificial intelligence courses as well as machine learning courses. So that is used nowadays. Then what is the name for information sent from a robot sensor to a robot controller? So that is normally a feedback. So feedback is a process wherein the output signal or a fraction of the output signal is fed back to the input. So that is what we consider as a feedback. So that is a response from a robot sensor to a robot controller. So what is a control process? Then which of the following terms refers to the relation of a wrist of a robot? So that is a roll. Roll is nothing but wrist of a robot rotation, what we come across when we go with a process of robotics. What is the name for the space inside which a robot unit operates? So that is the work envelope normally used in a robotic system. Then which of the following terms is not one of the five basic parts of a robot? So peripheral tools, end effectors, control and drives is a part of a unit. The controller is used to control process control. End effectors is also required. Peripheral tools are not required, which is it doesn't fall under this part of a robot. Then the number of movable joints in the base, the arm and the end of effectors of the robot determines the degrees of freedom. So what is that is nothing but what is the angle at which the robot can move its hands, legs, or whatever. So depending on that gives the degree of rotation. So that is degree of freedom what we use here. Which of the basic parts of a robot unit would include the computer circuitry that could be programmed to determine what the robot would do? Either its sensors, its controls, it has arm or it has end. Normally it is a controller because whatever robot is used, that is used for process control. So whatever process like lifting anything, dropping anything, moving anything, so that is done by using the controlling unit of a robot. So that is a controller. So control process control is done by a robot. Then okay, so that is the end of this applications of electronics.